Good morning to everyone. In the last class, we have discussed about ranges and validation part. How can we validate the input fields and how can we give the mandatory field? So these are things yesterday we have discussed. And today we will discuss about select options. Okay, here ranges is coming. Okay, but in ranges, I cannot give multiple ranges. I can give only single range. Here 4969 to 4975 I am giving. Okay, so in the same way, I want to give one more range here 4980 to 4990. Okay, I want to give one more range here. That is not possible here. Only one range or only one single value I can give here. And I cannot give multiple single values also not possible here. So I have to go for select option in place of ranges. So how is it possible? So this is the screen here. In this screen, I am taking here sales document number here, and this is a something A, B like that I am taking. This is the field name is A here, and here the field name is B. And these two values I am passing into one range here, right? But now I don't want range here. I want select options, right? Now I am removing this one. Okay, now I am removing this one. I will take here some subscreen area. Okay, I will take one subscreen area. If you want to apply select options in module tool programming, then directly that is not possible. Okay, directly not possible. You have to go for subscreen. That is why I am taking a subscreen area. Okay, this is a subscreen area. Fine. I'm giving the name as SA5, subscreen area 5. Okay, you can take any name here. I will take HJF. Okay, but naming convention, we have to follow some naming conventions, right? That is why I'm taking here SA5, subscreen area 5. Already I'm taking subscreen area 1, 2, 3 like that. That's why I'm taking subscreen area 5. I'm taking here. Fine. Now I will click on back here. Now here A and B. Okay, A and B is not available, right? So I will keep in comment on the module, in the module validation part also. The validation part also AB is not available, right? I will keep it in comment. I don't want these all things now because I'm not taking the A B ranges. I'm not taking here. That's why I'm keeping it in comment. Just click and back. Fine. Now I have to create one subscreen. Okay. Now I have to create one subscreen. In that subscreen, I have to apply the uh, selection screen, right? But don't create any subscreen here. Okay, just right click create. Don't create like that. Okay, the subscreen for select options only. Okay, for select options only. I'm going to the main program. Okay, the main program. I will take one include for selections for select options. Okay, for select options only. I'm taking one screen here. Sorry, one include here. Include that mpp6 underscore selection screen. Okay, selection screen, and don't take selection. I mean select options in the main program. Okay, don't take that select options in the main program. You have to take one include. In that include only you have to declare that one. Okay. Now I am creating that include here. So in this include, I will declare the select options here. Select options underscore VBELN for created VBELN. Right? Now save it, check it. Fine. So this is the module pool programming, right? So this is the module pool programming. So it is showing something error message here. Select options is only allowed between begin and end of screen, right? Now I will write here. Okay. Selection screen. Selection screen begin of screen. Okay. Selection screen begin of screen 2004. Okay. So already I have taken 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003. So I am taking it 2004. I am taking the screen number, and here I am writing as subscreen. Okay. Here I am creating one screen here 2004. I am creating, and it is a subscreen. I am maintaining here it as a subscreen. Okay. Now this is, I mean, not required to create here. Automatically it will come. Okay. Automatically the 2004 will come into the screen tab, but we cannot see that one here. Okay. That one we cannot see here. And now we have to link this one. Okay. This 2004 I have to link in the main program. 2000 is there, right? So here in the 2000. So in the 2000, I'm taking something subscreen area, right? So in this subscreen area, I have to display the select options. Okay. In this subscreen area, I have to display the select options, right? Now what I will do here, I will call that one SA4, including SI1 REP ID, screen number equal to 2004. Okay. Here also I will call SA4 only first of all. Okay, here I'm calling. Okay, I'm calling SA4 subscreen area 4, and I'm passing the 2004 subscreen subscreen in this SA4 subscreen area. Okay, now you can check it. And here also, where is it? These all things not required now. I mean, ranges are there, right? So ranges are not required. So I'm removing the code here, and ranges this one also, right? Range is not required. So in place of R, I will take S because this is the select options, right? Now remaining is the same thing. Now save it, double click on the main program, right click on it and activate it. Something problem is there, flow logic 2000 screen. Okay, flow logic line number 3. Okay, include block not specified, not defined, or split incorrectly. Let me check that one. What is the problem? 2000 screen, flow logic line number 3. Okay, I have taken dot here, but we should not take dot comma because some more subscreens are calling here. That's why. Save it. Now double click on the main program, right click on it and activate it. Same problem.
Hello.
Yes,
You have taken again dot there.
dot I have taken.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. Okay, now it's okay. Thank you. Now I will try to activate it. Include block not specified, not defined, split not. Uh-huh. Fine. Okay, fine. In this, I think this one, subscreen area, right? So here I am taking subscreen area 5. Okay, subscreen area 5 I am taking, but I'm calling here subscreen area 4. So that is the problem, I think so. Now do this one. Just if I have changed this one, save it, check it. Uh, the corresponding call statement under PBO is missing. Fine, SF5 here. Save it, check it. Now this is okay. And I will go to the program, main program, right click on it and activate it. Okay, now I will execute the program in the separate session. So here select options is coming. Okay, select options is coming now. I'm giving here something 49692, 4972. Okay, click on get data 4969, 49707172. Right now, I will try to give some more ranges here 4975 to 4980. Okay, I am not taking 4973 and 74. Okay, from 75 to 80, I am taking. Click on execute and click on execute. Get data here. Here. Correct only. Okay, 4969 to 72 is coming, but 7374 is not coming because I am not taking 7374 in the range. From 75 to 80, I am taking. Okay, you can you can check the item information. The scroll down also working here under billing information. Okay, this is the select options and how to validate the select options here. Now you cannot see the screen number. Okay, so in the back end, the 2004 will come in the screens folder, but we cannot see that one here. And if you cannot see, then how can you validate that one? We can, I mean, we have to validate that one, right? So if you want to validate, then in the PAI of that screen, we have to do the validation, right? But here, I'm not able to see the 2004. Right? Fine. I will take one more program here, one more scenario. So first step is the creating the program in AC38 transaction. I have created it. Now I will create the screen number. Right click on the main program, create screen. Screen number I am taking 2000. The main screen. Okay, click on save button. Click on okay, fine. Click on back button. What it is. Fine. Screen number is coming here 2000. Now the requirement is hmm, purchase order I will take here. PO I am taking. So this is select options. Okay, this is a select options. S underscore PO I am taking. S underscore PO is the input field here, input screen here. And here I want to display some tab strip. Okay, I want to display one tab strip here. So in the first tab, I want to display header information. PO header information I want to take. Okay. And the second tab, I want to display PO item information. Okay, PO item information. And here tab strip is there, right? So for the tab strip with wizard, okay, with wizard I am taking. And here also this is a table control, right? For this table control with wizard, okay, with wizard I am taking. And automatically all the code will apply here. Okay, just I have to apply the what is the table name, I mean what is the internal table name, worker name, these are things I have to mention here. Remaining things all will come automatically. Okay, maximum code 70-80% of code automatically will generate here. Okay, let us see how it will work. Now first of all I will declare the internal tables and work areas for this PO header and PO item. Okay, let me check that one. Data types begin of PO underscore. This is a PO, right? PO I'm taking EVELN type, ELN, ELP type. Here I will take PKQ. Oh, sorry. Fine. I'm taking two types here. I will declare the internal tables and work areas now. Data work area VBAK type TY square VBAK. Okay. The header information I am taking only. This is the header information, PO header information, right? So I am not taking any table control here. Just I'm displaying what is the PO number, what is the document date, and what is the vendor for that one. Okay. I am not taking any table control for the PO header. So I am taking only work area for that one. On the work area VBAP type TY square VBAP and IT VBAP type table of TY square VBAP. Fine. Now what I have to do? I have to design. Go to the 2000 screen here. So in the 2000 screen, I am taking something subscreen area here, right? I am taking something. Where is it? I didn't take it now. Okay, fine. Okay, so I'm clicking on layout one more time. So this is the screen. So in this screen, so first of all, I have to take something subscreen area. Okay, subscreen area for select options. Okay, for select options, I am taking subscreen area. The subscreen area name is SA1. Okay, subscreen area 1. And now I'm giving something push button as a get data. Get data, and the function code also get data. Okay, get data. Now I have to give here something tab strip. Okay, I have to give something tab strip here. Where is it? So tab strip is this one. Okay, but now I am taking tab strip with wizard, second one. Okay, both are tab strips only. Okay, first one is the tab strip, means you have to maintain all the code. Okay, you have to maintain all the code, but I am taking here tab strip with wizard. Okay, so if you take tab strip with wizard, then automatically the code will come here. Okay, let me check how it will come. I am clicking on a tab strip here. Okay, drag and drop the length of the tab strip. Okay, I have just drag and drop the tab strip. Automatically, if you see something screen is coming. Okay, something screen is coming. Click on continue button. Okay, so what the tab strip name you want to give here? Okay, tab strip name is TABST. I want to give here, or TBST tab strip. Okay, TBST I'm giving the name as a tab strip name, and click on continue button. Okay, tab name, first tab I want to display here. For in the first tab I want to display PO header. Okay, the first tab I want to display header. The second tab I want to display item. Okay, header and item tab names I'm giving here. Okay, in the first tab I want to give header, and the second tab I want to give item, and click on continue button. Okay, so it is showing you for header. For header, the subscreen, so the subscreen is 2001, and for the item, the subscreen is the 2002. Okay, now I'm clicking on function code. Also, it is giving here. Okay, TBST-FC1, TBST-FC2. Okay, automatically it is creating 2001 and 2002 subscreens. Automatically it is creating, and the function code also it is giving here. If you want to change, you can change here. Otherwise, same you can continue here. Click on continue button. Okay, it is asking you something include. Okay, include for data, something same one. Include for PBO. Okay, I want to give here some more one more include. This is a new include. Okay, automatically it will create that include. Okay, automatically it will create that include, and here also the include for PAI. Okay, ZMPP7 underscore PAI. Just I am giving the names. That's it. And click on continue button. Click on complete button. Automatically the header is coming here and the item also is coming here. Okay, on the subscreen area we do mean not required to see about these are things. Automatically it will come here, right? Click on save button and click on back button. If you see here, automatically this one module is coming, something call subscreen is coming, and here including something is coming. Okay, call subscreen and module, automatically it is coming. If you go to the main program, you can see all the declarations will come here. If you see here, constants. Okay, it is taking something constants here and something controls. Okay, so it is automatically it is declaring the tab strip here. Okay, controls tbst type tab strip. Okay, and this are for something, I mean some more standard things are coming here. Okay, and here includes are coming ZMPP7 PBO, ZMPP7 PAI. Okay, automatically includes are coming here. I did not take anything, just I have declared this internal table and work area for VBAK and VBAP, that's it. Other than that one, all the code is automatically generating here. Fine. Fine. Now I will give the, sorry, this is the 2000 screen, right? So here in the 2000 screen, I am taking something uh, here, subscreen area, right? So for that subscreen area, I have to fill the S underscore VBEL and select options, right? Now I will take one more include for select options. Okay, I will take one more include for select options. Okay. Include ZMPP 7 underscore. This is for selection screen. Okay, selection screen. Now double click on that include. Double click on that include. Here selection screen. Begin of screen. Here I will take 2003 as subscreen. Okay, this is mandatory thing. As subscreen is a mandatory thing. Don't forget about this one. Otherwise, system will consider like 2003 is the normal screen only. Okay, and select options S underscore EBELN for work area EKKO hyphen EBELN and selection screen end of screen 2003. Okay, now I want to give something heading for this one. So click on go to text elements and selection text. Nothing is coming here, right? If you activate at the time it will come. Let me activate that one. TV underscore VPK. Where is it? Sorry. Click on go to text element, selection text. It's not coming. Fine. Double click on the main program, right click on it and activate it. So all the program is activated at a time. And now I will go for selection screen one more time. Click on utilities. Sorry, go to text elements and selection text. Now it's coming. I will click on the checkbox, save it, activate it, click on back. Now this is okay. Okay, selection screens I have taken here, and I'm clicking on the back button. And now I have to link this 20003 to the subscreen area, right? So go to the 2000 screen. So in the 2000 screen, so I have to call the subscreen, right? So here I am writing subscreen. This is the standard code. Automatically the code is coming here. So I'm writing the subscreen area here. I mean, I'm calling the subscreen here. All subscreen SA1 including SY-RGB ID. The screen number is 2003. Okay, so I'm calling this one, and here also I will call the subscreen. Save it. Okay, check it. Fine, there is no problem. Now, if I click on get data, okay, if I click on get data, if I click on get data, then I want to pick. I want to pick the header information and item information, and I want to display the data in the header and item, right? So click on back button here. Okay. The PAI, something module is coming here. Okay, something module is coming. Automatically code is coming here. Okay, automatically code is coming. If I click on here, they are taking one more variable OK code. Okay, so system automatically generated this code, right? So here it is system is generating one variable, that is OK code. So in that one they are passing sy-ucom. Okay, sy-ucom system variable, and here they are taking case OK code. Okay, case OK code, and here it is checking when C underscore TBST hyphen tab 1. Okay, so here they are not taking the hard coding, so they are taking something work area hyphen table name like that. See here, something tab 1 is coming. The tab 1, the name is TBST hyphen FC1. This is the function code. Okay, so like that they are maintaining here. Okay, work area name hyphen field name, like that they are maintaining. Okay, work area name hyphen instead of hard coding, they are maintaining the code like this. Okay, now my requirement is when I click on get data, right? I want to fetch the data. Okay, I want to fetch the data. Select EBLN, BDAT, and lift now from EKKO into work area EKKO, where EBLN. 1 minute, guys. Fine. If I take the single value, then work area is fine. But if we take the multiple values, then internal table should require. Fine. I will take into table here. Into table IT EKKO. I will declare that IT EKKO. I didn't declare that one. Where EBELN in S underscore EBELN. Okay. And if IT EKKO is not initial, okay, select EBLN, EBLP, MATNAV, MENGE, and NETWR from EKPO into table IT EKPO. Okay, for all entries in IT EKKO, where EBLN equal to IT EKKO hyphen EBLN. You already know about this one. Index, shift F1. Now the code is aligning here. Okay, if I click on get data, okay, if I click on get data, I'm fetching something data here. Okay, I'm fetching something data, and if if I click on tab 1, okay, if I click on tab 1, then active tab, see here G underscore TBST hyphen preset tab is there. Okay, if you double click on it, okay, if you double click on it, then something value is coming here. The function code is coming here. I mean, this is the active tabs here. Okay, if I click on tab 1, tab 2, then active tabs are, I mean, they are passing something by using something per carrier name, hyphen field name like that. Okay, fine. So our code is this one. I'm selecting something data here. Okay, and activation part, I mean, tab 1, tab 2, activation part, automatically code is coming here. Okay, now this is this IT EKO. Here IT EKO also I have to take IT EKO type block T minus square EKO. Save it. Double click on the main program. Right click and activate it. It's activated. Okay, it's activated. Now what we have to do? We have to, I mean, the 2001 screen.